Fundraise Friday because it's like way after dark right about now. So just to kind of come to you guys and talk about a post that I put out today. Actually, the 19th was yesterday. That marked 2 years of me being at my new current job that I have been there. Prior to that, I had been working in the Bay Area, doing the stage one program since the beginning, since it started back in 97 and 96, whatever. But being able to kind of get in there and get that done. And I'm working with low income families for over 2 decades. So that is definitely something that's in my background and working in nonprofit in that sector as it is. So the one thing that I do love about nonprofits are like strategic planning and being a part of the management team, you get to participate in a lot of different things for the agency and in developing strategic plans. So I've taken a liking to strategic plans. So I do them with folks that I work with and helping you develop your mission, vision, and core values and just understanding how that works. So as I've kind of moved through, I got an opportunity to do some preliminary things with a group over the phone, which was great because they were basically trying to determine what their vision is. And just to kind of give you guys a little bit of understanding about vision, a vision statement is usually going to have a vision statement, meaning that it's going to have something that you're looking forward to in the future. So what that means is that if you foresee something that you planning on doing in the future, then that's what you state. So usually you're going to have like a date with it, like in the year 2025, you are going to have XYZ, or you're going to be doing, or your organization is going to be doing something or planning something. You usually want to put a date on it, on your vision, so that you will know it. Hey, super clap, super claps. Hey, hey. Thank you for the super clap. Look, Hot Cat has donated $1. We got $1. We got $1. We got $1 from Hot Cat. So thank you for the dollar for the Super Clap Award. I don't know what those kids back there doing. Oh, she's over there on the couch, but the kids are just slamming the door. But see, this is the deal. A little bit is in there, and she just seems to be thinking that that's okay, and she's just letting them slam that door. So that's my problem. Correct the wrongs that's going on. Okay, so anyway, I'll worry about that later. She is over there on the couch watching her karate movies. Now, one thing that, as I have always said, and I haven't said before, is that we are multicultural. My mom has always watched, Chinese movies, and she loves karate, and we love Bruce Lee. And when we were kids, for those who grew up in Oakland, know that the Lux that's downtown Oakland is that you always go to watch all the Bruce Lee movies. Have she been to Mississippi before? I don't know. I'm sure she has because I know we have family there. We got family everywhere, girl. We Atlanta, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas. Okay, fine. Hey, mom, have you been to Mississippi before? Me? Yeah. No. Okay, she said no. No, Hot Cat was asking, so I said that you said no. I've never been down there yet. So no, she hasn't been to Mississippi. She haven't been down there yet. So yeah. So anyway, that's kind of like the deal. Yeah, so yeah, she might come down there. She can come and see y'all. But I know we have family in Mississippi. We have family all down up in there. So back south is just where it is. So yeah. So what part? What part of what? Where the family is? Girl, I don't know. I have to ask my sister. She knows. I don't know. So I've been working over here all day and working on the railroad. But now I've been working on this computer all day. If it's not some bunch of meetings and bunch of this and looking through emails and responding to people and doing quick meetings. Oh, she back there in the room. Joy Lee's back there. Then now I was trying to upload some resumes and interviews from people that we've interviewed. At my job right now, we work with AmeriCorps, and we're right now in the AmeriCorps recruitment time where we're recruiting and getting AmeriCorps. So we have to do a lot of interviews. So we're still in need of one more AmeriCorps person, but we possibly will be needing having more. So that's just kind of like what that is. So, but it's fun, but it is a little nerve wracking because, we have to do a bunch of interviews and hopefully people want to come in and do the AmeriCorps. So if you know someone, they're in the Sacramento area and you are looking for an opportunity to go to school and get a ed award, meaning that you get like money, not scholarships, but you get money to be able to go to school. And for the first year, it's up to $10,000, and the second year is $10,000. You can get a Siegel Award, Ed Award, and you go to school. Now, mind you, yes, the regular pay or the stipend, because you don't get a payment, you get a stipend. It is what it is. So you can check it out and find out more about it. So yes, we're looking for folks if you're in Sacramento. So we're going to start doing our own recruitment opportunities because, so many people out there. Hush up, Hondo. So yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. So today, of course, we're just a kickback day, relaxing. We are still talking about Fundraise Friday, way after dark. So if you have a nonprofit, you can definitely check that out. So we were talking about, and right now she's looking at some.
Tell your mama to throw my chair up because it's been 5 days and we probably need to look it up. Tell her up, let me on that for about an hour, then I'm good. All right.
She said plug up her chair.
What you say? Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. She talking to my niece.
Oh, yeah. This one I've seen before, but then all the rest of it I didn't see. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, she on the phone. She's on her cell phone.
Yeah, so anytime.
Talking to my niece.
After 5 days, kept on run down a lot, so they'll do that. Okay. Like, was you sleeping?
No, she's just talking. So then she'll be like all interfering with the conversation.
All right.
So as we were talking, we were talking about nonprofits and then having your vision and understanding how your vision is supposed to be set up. You want to be able to have like a vision with the date on it to know like by the year 2025 you expect to be okay. Like case in point, use it, Survive and Thrive. By 2025, Survive and Thrive will be known as a cancer recovery organization that supports cancer survivors during recovery, providing resources and workshops. So those are the things on how you would set that up and how you would say it. So if you heard it, you basically said that your organization by the year 2030 or whatever you want to call it will be, either known or either in different spots or different locations, or it will be operating at a particular level or capacity or what have you. And that is what you want to look at. And then you will be able to say, that. And then that is what the vision is. That's what you foresee that's going to be happening. Now, when you get into your mission is usually going to be very specific because you want your mission to talk about what you do as an agency. So your goal, your not goal, your vision is not what you necessarily do per se. Your your vision is going to foresee what it is that you're going to be doing as a whole or as as your company or your organization. So, but when you talk about your mission, our mission is to, talk about what the current right nows are. The vision is what you foresee, what you're going to be doing down the way. And that's kind of like what you want to look at when you're talking about your mission and vision. So one of the things that we'll do is just some things just to kind of bring to people's attention on how that was done. But one of the things or some of the things that you want to also keep in mind for those of you guys who are doing like a new vision or which you can do, your vision for your organization can change like every 3 years or however you're doing your strategic plan. So if you got a 3-year goal or a 3-year plan, you have that. Or if you have a 5-year plan, you have that too. And usually that's where the even numbers are the not even, but the numbers coming in the 5 increments, because you are usually doing a 5-year goals of what you're doing, and then you got your 3-year goals of things that you want to have done within 3 years compared to 5 years. So what you want to do is talk about what it is that you see your organization doing in that time, and then you're able to kind of definitely keep things a little that are closer and then things that are further away from the organization and what you see yourself doing. So those are things that you want to look at. But again, your vision is an overall purview of where you see your agency going or company going. And then your mission is, based on what you're doing at that time. So that's kind of like what you do, like, opening doors to opportunities, of blah, blah, blah. It's a statement, it's a mission statement, or, basically with some other, just kind of looking at 2 of the different agencies I work from is, strengthening families and things like that. You got different missions that you're saying your organization will do. So you want to keep those things clear and you want to understand what they are when you're talking about them. So then once you've kind of moved from a mission and a vision, you kind of can go to, usually you have core values, and then goals are another thing. But you have core values, and core values are basically things that your agency sort of live by. You have professionalism, which usually be one of the things that a lot of people say, teamwork, professionalism, accountability, innovation, confidentiality. I mean, whichever ones that your organization has. So you do definitely want to make sure that your core values are things that people can live by or work by, you know what I mean, if you will. So it's things that you want to say that are part of the threads and the fabric of your organization when you're hiring your employees of what the core values are. So then when you get start time where you're evaluating them and looking, doing like, evaluations, you want to look at the core values of your organization and base that on the character or the performance of your employees. So you will basically, when it's time to do their evaluations, you're going to look at, are they, do they use professionalism? Are they using teamwork? Are they accountable? Are they using accountability? What things in their that perspective of what they're doing. So you definitely want to look at that and base that on your nonprofit. Now, the other thing is that you move into goals. Goals are, again, like SMART goals, long-term goals. These are goals that you set that usually are going to be in alignment with your vision or your mission. And it's going to basically be there to definitely guide you, to make sure that you're meeting the mark on what it is that you say you're going to do. So you have some goals, and your goals are, just the same as they call them, SMART goals. You want to make sure that they are attainable, that, measurable, that, you can do it. So how are you going to measure these goals? How are you going to determine that if you're meeting these goals? Because you can measure these goals. You can look at to say, yes, every month we're going to add 5 new clients to our database, or we're going to add this, or we're going to do that. Those are things that you're going to look at that are measurable and that you can attain them. These are these potential things that you can do. Is this possible? That's kind of how you want to look at it. So with all of that, as I was stating, had an opportunity to talk with some people in another state about their vision, and then giving them some insight or heads up on things that they want to think about, that I'm working on with my other folks. But it's dealing with things from a cultural perspective and looking at things from within the lens of cultural biases, and then definitely microaggressions and understanding what a microaggression is. Okay, somebody was talking about something on one of them little crazy things, and I said, okay, you need to watch your microaggressions. Okay, I'm not even going to get into what they said because it was just ridiculous. Because people try to act like that they are aware of things and they woke, or you want to say, AKA, but they're really not, because they're still saying things and talking about stuff and don't even understand how things are actually working when it comes to cultural awareness and cultural biases. And that's one of the things that they don't understand. And then when you bring it to their attention and call them on the carpet, then they want to get mad about it. But if you one of them type that get mad about stuff that you really probably don't know anything about, then you need to go sit down for a little while and start over, because you have to be open to understanding. And one of the things that, of course, when you're looking at your nonprofit, you want to make sure.
A red charger is? Like the red cord?
Ask Jesse. But I think I got your charger because he had my charger. So look over there.
Over here?
Yeah. So anyway, that's what you want to look at as far as your organization, is keeping those things in mind when you get ready to go through it. to make sure that your organization is holding water or upstanding itself. Because if it doesn't, then it just kind of will not make sense for things to go the way they do. You should stop being nosy. Was she the one who asking me questions? So anyway, that is what we got for you guys tonight. So again, totally a little outside, a little different than what we were starting with, but it is all about nonprofits and those things. So again, as I was saying, is that I had an opportunity to talk with some folks, which was really fun to be able to kind of bring some things up to people's attention that they may not have even considered when it comes to, in relation to their nonprofit. So one of the other things that we kind of mentioned was just looking at things from that perspective and microaggressions. And then microaggressions are basically where you're kind of basically side eyeing someone, or you're doing thing as we would call on the down low, but you know you're kind of being a little particular and being a little slighted, but you're doing it on the down low. You're doing it in a, discreet type of way, but it's still happening and you are highly aware of what it is you're doing. Like some people, like times when you have people who will show specific or particular pictures of things that they know have a racial undertone, and they know that there's a historical racial bias or racial disparity with it. And they'll say, well, what's wrong with this? Nothing's wrong with that. It's just simply this XYZ. But yeah, technically it is, but we all know that it has been associated with cultural biases or discriminatory type of rhetoric. So you being and playing the naivete type of way of acting as if you don't know what it is that you're saying or doing is just kind of like a microaggression. So we want to make sure that we be sure that we are, calling out the microaggressions and being aware of the severity of what they do and how they perpetuate the continued underlining issues of cultural biases and systemic racism. So that's kind of like some of the stuff with your organization that you want to kind of keep in mind when it comes to things that you're doing. So with all of that, that's the type of stuff that I like to do. That's the stuff I like to do with nonprofits that are fun, to be able to help and look at things from a global perspective with your organization to help you. So I put up a post just a little earlier about strategic planning. If that's something that you really need to have done, or you need someone to kind of go over your organization and help you with that, just give me a call. Just reach out. We can help you. So with all of that, I'm going to get going and get something to eat and kind of settle down because I've been on this computer like all day. So thank all of you guys for being here. Oh, huh. Yeah, call me tomorrow. So I am definitely tired, and I will talk with you guys later on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Shout Out Saturday. And again, another word for the speakers of Survive and Thrive. We're going to be having a meeting on Sunday. I don't know, call me for whatever. Didn't you say you got something you need to show me or something like that? So we will be doing a meeting on Saturday at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. Okay, fine. I don't want to see you then. I could have sworn you said you got you got a cricket cup thingy. Let me see it. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye. See y'all tomorrow at 7:30.